think they're gonna be delayed though, cause Fridays be busy. It normally be like that every time we try to stream on the Friday. Guess we'll give it a few seconds. No, we just restarted to see if the notifications will go out. So Vicky, you say you got one? I still ain't get one. But hey. They say 5 years, they don't even say they know that. Aubrey Arrow had the best premiere.
Arrow had the best premiere. I don't know, man. I feel like
This stuff went off.
what?
Like it disconnected. There shouldn't be no issues with the internet, so I don't even get that. So it's even on 720, so I don't even understand that. Y'all still there?
What the hell is going on? Shouldn't be a mobile video output or anything. Oh, okay, there it is.
What's up, David?
Yo. Okay, cool. Well, I say Arrow and Flash were about on par with each other, and Supergirl and Legends. I say Supergirl had a more of a emotional. She was pissing me off. Supergirl was really pissing me off. I was like, you Cara Danvers, get that shit together. Don't.
Nah, it ain't that easy, Aubrey. It's still questions, cause like
Like
for him to be doing all that stuff with them, all
Symbols.
the quotes he did, all the symbols, and like he don't remember none of that, so that's gonna come back to bite later. Like, ain't no way you were doing all that and then you just happen to snap back. Like, just because it seemed like it's cool, that don't mean that it is gonna be, cause like how he was doing all that and then just happened to snap back like that.
But
I don't know. I think it's more to that though.
so let's talk Supergirl first. Supergirl, the whole Mondale leaving, the whole emotional. I'm pissed off because the person I love ain't here. Everybody got their love. I'm like, oh, okay, I understand. You chose that though. Like, it's not like he's dead. He's not dead. He can come back. So they'll figure out a way to bring him back. But I'm like, get your shit together. You Supergirl. You ain't supposed to be. You're supposed to be cheery. I'm like, don't make her like Clark, cause I fucking hate Clark. Don't take Supergirl away from me. And like, I only started watching Supergirl. The first episode of Supergirl I watched was season 1, episode 18, when Barry came on there. That was the first episode I ever watched. I didn't even watch season 1. I went jump when she came to the CW. That's when I started watching. But not last night. Monday's episode kind of frustrated me because I'm like, this is Supergirl. She's supposed to be all cheery and shit. She moping. I'm not human. Like, fuck? Supergirl.
If he ain't human, why you going through all them emotions?
I'm like, Supergirl, you gonna say that shit?
Why you going through?
And like, who was that chick? Who's that chick that I think that was the chick from the season finale. I think she got sent to Earth, like maybe I don't know, from Krypton. She got all this strength and shit. She lifted that thing up off her daughter. Y'all saw that shit? It's like, damn, who is this chick? It's like, okay.
I hated Monel anyway.
You crazy, man. I love Monel. I hated the Flash. Everything was solved too quickly for me. Last season was pointless. Last season, the Flash had a lot of problems. I think last season was the most problematic season the Flash has ever had, and probably will ever have, because people don't understand time travel. I think sometimes the writers even fuck up. No, let me rephrase that. The writers fucked up. It's not the actors, because the actors go by what's written. Yes, they can say some things and, you know what I'm saying, get things corrected, but the writers fucked up on the Flash horribly, and it bothered me.
I enjoyed the Flash premiere the most, and then Arrow would come in a close second. I skip over every scene with Alex. Only way I can watch the show, bro. This house is bitching.
Okay, but what I was saying.
But yeah,
the Flash from last season, it was the build up to Savitar took too long, and we didn't see enough Savitar. Savitar wasn't. We didn't see enough of him. Like, I don't feel like he was there enough. Yeah, we know who he was, and we know it was another person under the suit majority of the time, but we didn't see Savitar enough. And now, okay, so now we get Barry back. He's out of the Speed Force. He was quoting stuff, for y'all that don't know. When they first saw him, you said there was no residual danger, but that's not what happened. He was talking. All that stuff was from season 1, except the diapers. That's for his son and daughter, Don and Don, for the futures. We're gonna need more diapers. But most of the stuff he was spitting was from episode 1. I doubt you got to be the man you were by restraint or whatever he was saying in the when he was in the cell. He said that to Dr. Harrison Wells on the first episode or somewhere up in there. But that was season 1 stuff. A lot of stuff was a callback to season 1. You know what I'm saying? It's okay. A brand new way of looking at physics. All that stuff was season 1. He was talking to Iris when he said that stuff.
The Flash definitely had the best premiere. I wasn't feeling the beginning of Arrow premiere because it felt like the end of the Flash premiere was ending, and when Barry was all happy and rejuvenated. Which premiere? Well, I did that. Flashpoint ruined the comics and last season. This house is bitching will be the key to beating the Thinker.
Flashpoint ruined the comics and last season. How did Flashpoint ruin the comics? Like,
how you say the show not good with Adrian Chase when he was just on there for like 1 season? It's just 1 episode. You got to see who the villains are and what's going on with this season first. I think it's good though, because like for it to end like that and them expose him like that, like how you gonna come back from that?
The show that had the best premiere to me was Arrow. Flash, Arrow,
Legends and Supergirl.
Legends and Supergirl were tied for me. It was a tie.
How did Caitlin gain control of Killer Frost? I don't know, but I don't think she fully controlled it the way it went off the other day.
Yeah, she it's like a Hulk thing. Y'all didn't get the quote, "Don't make me frosty." That was a Hulk reference. I know it's DC and Marvel, but they do that to each other sometimes. You wouldn't like me when I'm frosty. When the fuck is she ever said that shit? Never. Right. So that was a call to the Hulk. Don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry. But
I think like her accepting Killer Frost, maybe like accepting that that's a part of her, probably gives her more control over. Like, it's probably not 100%, but once you accept that that's a part of you, then it kind of give her less leeway to come out. Like that's how Killer Frost had power though, because it was like, oh, she didn't want to face the fact that that was a part of her, and that she could exist, with that being a part of her. So I think that had something to do with it. But I still don't think it's 100%. If she gets too mad or something like that, then I don't think she can control it in there, right?
Okay, let me say this about what's going on with the thinker. All that writing, yes, that has to do with him, and what's gonna happen throughout the season is it was on Clifford's face, it was on the guy in the bar hand. Y'all gotta remember, the Speed Force exists outside of time. So what Barry probably don't remember is the way to defeat the thinker. That writing might be the way to defeat the thinker. Like, this is not going to be a physical battle. This is going to be a mental battle this season. So Barry's not just going to be run. You can't run from this problem. You gonna have to outthink
but you can't beat it.
Like,
I want to know how he gonna tap back into the memories, because I'm like, they wouldn't have did that for no reason.
The thinker thinks as fast as Barry runs.
I don't think the Arrow storyline is confusing. I just think this is like it was called Fallout. So this is what's going on after the situation with Adrian Chase. Like, everybody's not like, yeah, we a team and we beating villains, but everything's not right. Like, Oliver got his son, but the mom not there, and he blamed him. So that's something he got to deal with. And then Felicity is back in her role. Like, I think her and Oliver are together, but I don't think she can still deal with the fact that he got a kid. So I think it's gonna be an issue with that. Then you saw John get hit with shrapnel. That's why he can't shoot, and he not telling nobody. Like, he injured and not telling anybody. So he either gonna have to like heal physically, or he gonna have to learn how to shoot with his left, or it's gonna be an issue. Who else was on there with issues or whatever? Now they done stole the T-Spear. Like, it's somebody else that was in. Even though Adrian gone, I'm pretty sure he was either working with somebody else, or it's somebody else that's in on this for them to know where to hit and what to get and all that stuff. Because think about it. For them to show up on the island and rescue Laurel, or Dark Laurel, whatever the hell they call her on there now.
Black Siren.
For somebody to show up and rescue her, somebody else had to know they was there. And that the situation could be, you know what I'm saying, messed up. How you just show up after the island blew up and rescue people. So
Slade or Chase. And like, this is the thing with Slade and Chase. Most people say Slade, but you have a longer connection with Slade. Slade was there from season 1 and 2. Chase came and did damage in one fucking season. Yeah. That's what made him so good. Yeah. Like, he was there right in our face.
He's been there the whole time. We just didn't see him though, because he been doing research.
We assumed that he was the vigilante.
Right, and they still got to come back to that.
And we won't even figure that out. We won't figure who that person. We won't figure out who that person is until later this season. Maybe episode 6 if they feel like it. Episode 6, 7, but we won't figure that out probably to the back half of the season. And then Roy coming back.
I never got why Kaylin's power makes her evil, but Cisco's didn't, even though Reverb was evil.
Evil, that was just Earth 2. A lot of people were evil on Earth 2.
I think Caitlin's issue is that she's cold. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you cut off from everything, like your feelings, you know what I'm saying, your heart, like everything cold. Like, that's just how you would act, period, wherever you were. So I think that's why Killer Frost act that way. She has no attachment. Like, just think about it as a person being cold on the inside, like not caring about anybody or anything. So I think that's why she has such an issue with that. Legends of Tomorrow had the best for me, in my opinion. They know not to take themselves too serious. Just follow the niche of being a fun comic book show. How do I feel about Iris in the premiere?
What do you think will happen at the last Flash episode? I think it'll be a mental battle. I don't think Barry will be running in the last episode. He may, but you never know.
Me personally, I like that they made Iris like step up after Barry left, because they always play her out like she don't have nothing to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, she has a job, she's smart or whatever, but of course they always sideline her like, oh, without Barry she would just be floating around. And so they gave her something to do, and she actually did a good job at it. So
question, how can you come and say, do a reaction to DC Legend of Tomorrow, season 3, and you haven't went to the page and looked for it?
Right.
Because I know you haven't, because it's there.
We already watched it. Why you think we here talking about DC shows? It's on the page. Y'all be tripping.
I don't get that. Like,
anyway,
how do y'all
let me
do
see
that?
where we were. I like the show. I like they showed the thinker at the end. Let the audience know the villain before the characters. Which show do you like best? Of course, The Flash. Arrow is next for me. Then Legends. I don't really fool with Supergirl like that, but just my opinion.
I feel like Iris isn't where she's supposed to be. Her job is a reporter. Report.
She'll probably get to that, I'm sure.
Like, I feel like she should be doing her job. I understand that this is for their story, the way they want to tell that story. She's a reporter. Iris has been a reporter as long as I can remember. Iris has been a reporter. I've never seen her in Star Labs running a show, doing anything to this effect. So
that's probably just for now. Like, as he back and start remembering stuff, and then now Caitlyn back, they probably gonna put her back in a different kind of situation. They just doing it because I figured when they came back, it wasn't just gonna be like, oh, he back, everybody happy, we not gonna have no more questions. Like the little episode they showing next with the therapy thing or whatever. Like, I feel like that's gonna be. I feel like they doing it for tension, like putting her in that position. Just like Wally was like, why you do what she did, a 4-hour training simulation or something like that.
Fucking crazy. Who finna run for 4 hours? You fucking out your mind,
but I just feel like that was her outlet while he was gone. Like, she didn't want to sit up at home and cry all the time. And
shit, go report some goddamn news. I'm talking about.
But really think about it though. If they all out in the field and nobody was there, the thing like who was gonna do that though? Who was gonna help them? If she was reporting, because Caitlyn wasn't there. Like, if it was just Vibe and Wally and that's it, and then like she was reporting, like,
all I'm saying is, man, don't be out here.
Let me see what else we missing. What do you think will happen after the last Flash episode? If it was already answered, I'm sorry, I just came. You can go. I guess.
You mean the Flash episode this season? I answered that question.
Maybe they're asking like what we think gonna happen, like since we seen the premiere, like what we think gonna happen next, how we think stuff gonna play out.
Well,
I honestly didn't think Barry was gonna come back until episode 2 or halfway.
No, hell no. He's the star of the show. He has to be in every episode. He has to be in every episode. He cannot miss an episode. Period.
Do you think Wild Dog could carry his own spin-off show, especially if he has that new suit? I don't know.
I don't think Wild Dog could have his own show. That's why I'm like, certain characters are just that, just side characters. Like, certain characters can hold their own. Like, I couldn't see Firestorm having his own show. I just can't see that.
Yeah, it's a lot of people hated Iris' episode, but I feel like that was just her outlet while Barry's gone. She was trying to be strong and hold it together and not like fall apart. So if it was easier for her doing that, like if she felt like Barry would have wanted her still saving the city, like helping them save the city, then I get it. Like, everybody got a role to play. I don't feel like it's gonna be like that all season, but I can see them opening back up like that.
Why is everybody saying that they rushed the whole Barry thing?
Because people weren't expecting all that to happen in the first episode. Like, it felt like everything was just wrapped up as soon as it came on. Like, I guess people was probably like expecting the thing not to work, and it happened longer. You know what I'm saying? Then it didn't work for them, but like 5 minutes later, he really was there, just in another part of town. Like,
I mean, it wasn't 5 minutes later. I mean, y'all got to think about it like this. What did Cisco say? Cisco said he been working on this shit since May 23rd. He been working on it since the night he left. So for us, it's like, oh, we didn't see all that. Of course we didn't see all that because, you know, TV.
We don't watch Gotham.
So he's been working on it since that night, trying to figure this out, put it into motion. It's working.
I don't think the Flash is gonna be over for a while. I don't think this is the last season. I think this will probably be one of the best seasons if they write it correctly. You gotta realize, y'all used to the Flash running But like that's not all he can do. Like think about it. He made Gideon. Flash is smart, like very smart. You got to see him be able to do other stuff than just run. That's not all he can do. Like I'm kind of glad they taking a break from a speedster villain because who you was gonna bring this season, you was gonna end up bringing a reverse flashback, and then it just be the same stuff. If you keep bringing speedsters, it's gonna be the first 3 seasons over and over and over again.
Did you guys see how the article changed? When did the article change? They didn't go in the time vault.
I mean, let me see.
The article.
I don't know what's gonna happen on the crossover. That's the name of it, Crisis on Earth.
Yeah, it's all the superheroes over there. The Nazis won World War II, so the superheroes are.
Sir.
Yeah.
I don't watch Riverdale either. Sorry.
The Thinker article, that was just saying the Flash has returned. They haven't seen him in months. The article didn't change. That's just his article. That was just the article they posted for that day. That wasn't.
Yeah, the Flash still got a ways to go. I think the Flash can make it like if they keep writing it the way they writing. I think the Flash could make it to 10 seasons. Like when he disappeared in the article. If they keep if Arrow has gotten 6 seasons, I know the Flash should be able to get at least 6 to 8. If not 10. Like, ain't no way Arrow that made it 6 seasons and Flash can't do that. Which actor do I prefer as Reverse Flash? I don't. It's hard to say because I like both of them, but I think I like what's his name? Tom more, just because we saw him be that first. Like he plays a good bad guy, but he plays a good guy too. But I like the other dude too in his own respect.
Matt does it. Matt, I'm sorry, I like Matt. Like I didn't like Matt at first, but the Flashpoint episode, that's when I was like, Matt is the Reverse Flash.
What do you think?
Matt is the Reverse Flash.
To establish him again, I thought that she just did.
Like, I think everything was done in a proper time with the Flash, just hands down.
I'm sure Trey probably knows little bits and pieces of stuff about the crossover, but I don't be into all that stuff like that. Like I watch the shows, but as far as like looking for anything like ahead, no, I don't. Black Lightning, I don't think that comes on to the second half.
Yeah, that's a mid-season premiere.
Yeah, like that stuff will come on like after January.
And it won't have anything to do with this.
Yeah, it's not in the Arrowverse anyway. I mean, it would have been nice if it was, but
it would have been perfect. I would have been so hyped for that. Like, but no, they didn't want to do that. So it's whatever.
With Firestorm leaving Legends, should Wally make the move? Where they said Firestorm was leaving Legends, last I heard they was staying on the ship. Could Wally or Jesse join the Legends this season? I don't know. I mean, they showed Wally on the episode, so you never know. But I don't know. I mean, I think that'll be a little weird for me, but I mean, it could be possible.
What?
I doubt if it'll be Jesse though, like joining the Legends.
Oh,
it'll be Wally if it was anybody, but I don't know. Just having a Flash on Legends would be weird to me, I guess. Because all of those people, like, other than Firestorm, they really just people that can do martial arts and shit, like, and the little, the one that, what is Captain, whatever? I almost called him Captain.
Let me say this, because somebody wrote this in my comments. And let me, since I'm wrong all the time, since people want to put that in my comments, like I told you guys in the episode, it was a spoiler for Arrow that he was talking to Felicity and Curtis. I said that shit. I was like, the writers need to be more careful with that kind of stuff because we didn't know who survived. I mean, yeah, if you looked at the spoilers and all that kind of stuff, yeah, you knew who survived. But if you didn't and you watched all the shows, that was a spoiler because Arrow, let's say,
yeah, he didn't have to name nobody. He could have just said he been working on it for a month with other scientists.
Like this. This is how it happened. The Flash happened on May 23rd. Episode 322 and 323 were in the same day. Iris died. Well, HR died. They kept moving.
Right, it's the same day. There's one episode was in the daytime and the other one was at night.
So what happens is That's when Cisco was talking about that stuff. That's when he started working on it. So they would have had to been back from the island because Arrow takes place after that. They were in the North China Sea. It's nighttime in China right now, right? So they're a day ahead. What? It's like what? What time is it? It's 3:54, so it's probably like
4 or 5 in the morning.
Exactly. So they're ahead of us. You got to look at it like that. You have to be. I'm like, I pay attention to all this stuff, y'all. Like, you got to pay attention. Like, so for him to say he talked to them, that would mean they're alive. Because Barry was in the Speed Force. So why would he talk to them and that stuff have not happened yet? It doesn't make any sense.
I want to see Gideon as a real person.
No.
Again. Me too.
Arrow should be on Mondays after Supergirl. Fuck no. Fuck no.
No, I honestly feel like Legends and Supergirl should share the same night, and then the Flash and Arrow. But they probably don't do that because it'll be one sided. Like, everybody would just watch stuff on Tuesday. Like, I get why they space it out so that they can get views for certain stuff on certain days. But I just feel like the Flash and Arrow should follow each other, and then like either Legends and Supergirl come on a different night, or they come on the same night too. And I said this about the crossover. I don't feel like Arrow should be in the middle. I feel like Arrow should be after the Flash. It should be Supergirl, Legends, Flash, Arrow. Arrow should wrap it up. It should wrap it up, period. It should not. The show should not wrap up on Legends because most people won't watch Legends. I feel like Wally has been put on the back burner. He was training so hard and even ran faster than Barry at one point. Then in this new season premiere, Wally got his ass handed to him. Yeah. I mean, I already knew they was gonna do that because when they said Barry was going into the Speed Force, you already knew when he was coming out, he was gonna be smarter, faster, like it was gonna be different. So at that point, you don't need two Flashes. So I already knew he was gonna either go like where he's supposed to be in the comics, like where is Wally in what's the Keystone City or something like that. Yeah. I figured like they was gonna make it seem like he went somewhere else or he was gonna end up going to another show, but I don't know. But I do think they gonna bring Captain Cole back to Legends though. I don't know how, with all the time stuff going on, like they can easily find a way to bring him back. That's the one show they could just kind of have anybody on it. But I do feel like they're gonna bring him back. Who do you think is the most powerful person now DC TV shows, whether it's a hero or a villain? Cisco is the most powerful person, period, hands down. He just got that personality to where he ain't trying to hurt nobody. Cisco is the most powerful person. Nobody can stop him. Nobody. Cisco's just afraid of his powers, period. Nobody can touch Francisco. Harry probably gonna come like episode 3. I feel like shit gonna start fucking up and that's when they gonna need Harry. Nobody can touch Cisco, period. If you believe somebody can touch Cisco, you need to reevaluate shit. That'll be good, but I don't know. I think that Barry will make Gideon to be able to battle the Thinker, and I should see what the Ray Freedom Fighters trailer. What is it? Oh, to get some context on the crossover. I'm good. I like to just be surprised and watch stuff. Like, other than what me and him talk about, I just wait and watch it. Do you think the Flash can survive without Barry? No. Once Barry gone, that's it. That's the end of the show. Ain't no new Flash. They're not gonna coming. Like. I don't know why people want to. It ain't gonna be like the comics where like, oh, you got Wally coming to take on stuff. People wouldn't watch it like that. Like, it ain't. It's different from a comic and then like from an actual show because you get attached to those people. You getting attached as Barry as the Flash, not the character itself. Like, yeah, we love the Flash, but I love Barry Allen. If he's not playing the Flash, then I'm gonna feel some kind of way. Just like I'm attached to Iris now. If they was to bring in another Iris, I'm gonna be like, the fuck is this? How do you think the Reverse Flash will come back? I don't know. Travel through time like he's supposed to do. Oh, that's right. Y'all think the Reverse Flash dead? No. And no, I'm not talking about a time remnant. See, this is why I should work on these shows because this shit is crucial. The Reverse Flash is not dead. Oh, yes he is. No, he's not. Episode 2, Season 2, Episode 11. That Reverse Flash didn't know who Barry Allen was. I've said this countless times. So, if he doesn't know who Barry Allen is, then that means that's the version of him that got his speed figured out. Oh, shit, I'm the Flash's enemy. I need to figure out who he is. So, let me travel back in time. I know what time period the Flash is from.
I need to go back to the future and figure out what his name is. He hasn't learned his name yet. So that version of Reverse Flash, Earball Thorn, still has to go to a point. He has to travel back in time to find out who Barry is. No, he did not find out his name in season 2, episode 11. He did not. No, that was the version from he pulled from Flashpoint. No, it wasn't. That was the version from 2024 that he pulled from killing his mom. He already knew his name. That's why he went back in time. That's the version that season 2, episode 23 Barry stopped. See how I got this down pat? It's a science over here, baby. Reverse Flash is in the Speed Force.
Wally probably will go to Legends, but he ain't faster than Barry no more, so it's like...
Arsenal is coming back. The guy who plays him, the exact same guy, he's coming back. No.
It's not that Diggle being afraid to shoot people. If y'all actually paid attention in the episode, he got hit with shrapnel when the island blew up, and you could see a big-ass scar across his chest. So he probably has nerve damage, so his hand shakes when he tries to aim. He missed. He don't want to... I mean, if you have a reputation for never missing, and then you know if you shoot somebody and you miss, like, you're not going to try to pull the trigger in until you know what's wrong. So, if y'all actually saw that scene when the girl walked up on him, the Black Canary walked up on him, when she was asking when they did inventory if he had his gun, like, he was looking at a big-ass scar on his chest before she walked up. And his chest, he looked like he was in pain. He just putting on a good show. Because he probably know if he really told Oliver he was hurt, Oliver would make him sit out. And he probably ain't trying to do that.
The anti-speed force? You mean the negative speed force? I was like, what the fuck is the anti-speed force?
Yeah, I'll get up off Diggle, though, because that's my boy. He'll be back.
King, what is wow? King Alex, why you say wow?
I don't know about them getting married this season. I mean, they could.
Who?
Iris and Barry.
They are getting married this season.
Okay.
Trey, you think we're gonna get Impulse this season? No.
Nah, that'll be too...
It's too soon. Now, I believe what we will get Impulse maybe in the season 5, season 6, but not season 4. I would be shocked. I wouldn't be mad at him. But I feel like that's like a season 6 thing. Season 5, season 6.
Yeah, that surprised me too, but I figured he could do it. I mean, it's so much stuff about Barry that happened. Like Caitlin said, it was 5 months to them, but it could have been 10,000 years to Barry. So you don't know what he picked up on or learned while he was there. Maybe they'll do a flashback to what happened to him at some point. That would be a nice episode to see what happened to him while he was in the Speed Force. You know, even if it's just like half an episode, because you have so many questions. But yeah, nobody's supposed to be able to break out of the metahuman thing that they have at Star Labs, and he did. So, hey.
Like, season 5 villain should be Cobalt Blue. So who is Cobalt Blue? I mean, do you really want to go down that storyline?
They basically just did that last season. They put 2 characters together, so...
No, that was Future Flash and Salvatore, but Cobalt Blue, that's a whole nother monster. I don't know if they want to go that route. Because that's going to bring up painful memories.
Painful memories?
Yeah. That's his long lost brother.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's
Malcolm Thorne.
I mean, they could do that like later on though, like once the show's matured enough for them to be able to do that. Because I mean, it just depends on where they want to go with the show. They may want to keep it light. They may not.
Who's the most expendable member of Team Flash?
Wally.
No, he's not.
Expendable how? Like can leave the show and nobody missed him, or expendable like can die? Like depends on how you mean it.
Like,
because he probably not gonna be on there.
Think about it. Like anyway. You can't kill Wally because you kill Wally. Okay, what happens if you kill the Flash? Then what happens if you kill Barry? You have no speedster, so you can't kill one and then kill the other. You can't do it. If you kill both of them, boom, you're done. You can't kill Cisco, mechanic. You know what I'm saying? Engineer, boom, you can't kill him. Caitlyn, doctor, can't kill her. Can't kill
Well,
Iris because
yeah,
Barry's
that's
gonna go off the
right.
fucking rails. Can't kill her.
They not bringing Bruce on the CW.
I feel like if they were to bring Bruce, it would be in later seasons. It
I
would
just
be
don't.
later.
As long as Gotham on, Bruce ain't coming to the CW. I
Shit.
just don't feel like it will be.
I believe they'll do it. I believe they'll do it. I believe they'll pull it off.
If they bring him to a show though, like, or if they, I don't know, cause like if he had a show, like if they had a Batman show on the CW, that was gonna end up taking precedence over everybody else because everybody love Batman. So,
Do you guys understand the whole Savitar situation? I still don't get it. Most people don't get it. The writers fucked up in the whole Savitar situation. I can prove they fucked up. The whole Savitar situation was a fucking shit show. And the writers fucked up, and they didn't mean to fuck up, but that's what happens when you're dealing with time travel. This is what happened.
Jessie already ain't on there, so I guess you could say she expendable. Shit, she already ain't on there.
Okay, this is Savitar.
Oh, Felicity is the most expendable. Y'all horrible.
Savitar. I'm gonna tell you what they said on the show. Future Flash fought Savitar, created time remnants in the future in the year 2020. This is the way Cisco explained it, right? And that time remnant later became Savitar because he felt all this grief and da-da-da-da-da. Got all pissed off. He became Savitar, right? But Future Barry said, this is what he said.
Okay,
You're gonna create time remnants of yourself. And on the night of May 23rd, Iris West will die. So that led me to believe that during the fight with Savitar, in that timeline when Savitar was created, Barry created time remnants on May 23rd, 2017. Not 4 years later. If you got the Speed Force bazooka, why do you need time remnants then?
If they brought a Bruce to the CW, he was clean and you know what I'm saying, they brought him as like a guest star or something, that'll be cool. But if they bringing him on to like do a spinoff like how they did the Flash and Arrow situation, everybody gonna just start watching Batman. Like I just feel like Batman, like I love the characters we watch on the CW, but it's not like the headline characters like Wonder Woman and Batman and Superman and all of them. Like these are kind of like, other than the Flash, like with the Justice League, of course the Flash is important, but I don't know. I just feel like if they brought that to the CW, it's just it's gonna take over.
My favorite season of every show, season 2 and 5 of Arrow, season 2 of Flash,
2 of Legends.
Yeah, 2 of Legends. Because
Supergirl was cool, but I don't have a favorite season. I'll just watch it. Hopefully Impulse will arrive sometime this season or next. Gotta expand that Flash family. It won't be this season though. No. It'll probably be like, that'll be like a
I'm
4.
telling y'all, that's a season.
That'll be like the end of 4 or like a season 5 thing.
I told y'all, man, that's season 5.
Because I think they gotta be married for Impulse to show up anyway. Like they'd have to be married and she'd already have to be pregnant if they do it right.
Yeah.
Am I right? Because I know I ain't a comic book guru.
She has to be at least
pregnant.
She
has to be pregnant.
And I feel like if she's pregnant, Bart will show up and be her protector. Because something's wrong in the future, or something to this effect, like something will be wrong in the future, and he needs to protect her so that his dad lives. Like it has to. It'll be something crazy that they'll do like that, and they won't believe that he's from the future. Like they won't believe he's from the future, or if he does, when he does come back from the future, let's say what's the motherfucking name? Inertia. Is posing as him, his clone, and they'll do something like that.
What I can't even think what happen, or what is the Earth 19 Flash doing in the time period now?
What?
The Flash on Earth 19.
What about him?
What do you think will happen? I guess with his character, what do you think he's doing right now in this time period?
Accelerated, man. I don't know what the hell he doing. Shit.
What if Green Lantern was on the Flash? Man, that's too much.
You complicate this, man. How am I complicating it? I'm not complicating it. It's to me, it's simple. Like it
would be cool if Superman is in a situation where he has to go from Earth 38 to Earth 1. It would be great Easter egg towards knowing what's going to happen in the future. Flash and Wonder Woman are. I mean, I like Batman too. Like if we was talking about just like on a general Justice League level, then like Batman, Flash, and Wonder Woman are my favorite characters. So, I mean, if they brought Batman to CW, I definitely watch it. But I just feel like with Gotham on right now, it's just too much.
That's what's happening this season. The rogues are gonna be this season. That's what this season is about. The rogues. That's what this is about this season. That's why you have the Thinker, because the Thinker is going to organize them.
Supergirl is like that annoying niece who won't leave you alone. Y'all so foolish. If Bart is introduced, would they have to replace his mom with someone else since she's a thorn?
No, that's part of the story. You need that. Just like you need Malcolm, Cobalt Blue.
The Batman we need. That's what I'm saying. Like I like Batman, but I just feel like if he came to the CW, it would overshadow the rest of the shows. I told Trey that once before. Like it'll be cool to have that aspect to get more characters in, but Batman is just one of those characters that will overshadow everybody. That's why I feel like they went with a Supergirl angle versus another Superman like Smallville. Like if they brought Superman on full time, that will overshadow the rest of the people because it's like you can do everything. So what we, I mean, what are we doing here? Like seriously. Let's see.
I don't know. They'll do Justice League or Justice Society, something like that. But I was hoping that with Supergirl coming over here last season, I was hoping that Flashpoint, like it did in the comics, mold the worlds together, and that she would be on our Earth, just in National City. Like that would have been perfect.
The Rogue's supposed to be on there this season. Can't see. Captain Cole's supposed to come back on Legends, I think, but I don't think he'll come back on the Flash with the Rogues. I think it's just gonna be the Rogues because like the way it went off last time when they showed all them people escaping Argus, I think the Thinker gonna use them this episode. Like he not gonna like yeah we know who the villain is, but I think this season is one of them situations where we know way before the actual people on the show know. So he just gonna keep sending people like how he sent the little samurai dude. He probably gonna keep sending people and just be in the shadows until they figure out that somebody else controlling them and making them do the stuff. What do you think about Arrow when they exposed them? Y'all seen my reaction, so that's all
reaction
I can say.
On the channel.
I'm like, bro, I didn't see that coming. Not the first episode.
The Thinker is stupid. How? Why?
I don't think they would bring this man on here if he wasn't smart. Green Lantern / Arrow had one of the most famous comic runs together. They were an incredibly famous duo. I mean, if they brought the Green Lantern, I could deal with the Green Lantern versus Batman. I could see the Green Lantern being on, I guess, Team Arrow if somebody else had to, like, if somebody else left or died or something.
I'm like, who though? Who?
I don't know who would play him though.
Which
Green Lantern?
Hal Jordan. You got to bring Hal because that's Barry Boy. That's his partner. But I'm like, I don't think they're gonna bring him because of the bromance with Cisco and Barry.
Legends would make Supergirl a real character, bro. Do you guys think that Justice League will be formed in future episodes?
In the crossover.
Yeah, because they always kind of focus on the little thing that they got at the police station. Like the little justice thing they have. Like that's I can see that at some point, yeah. They have so many characters already, and then, of course, as the years go on, they probably going to have new shows, so, yeah. I just wish Black Lightning was a part of the Arrowverse. That'll be tight to see.
Hal was already seen at one point. You mean Hal? Yeah. When he was in the bar, they said Jordan on the jacket. Yeah, saw that. Know what you talking about. But we talking about seeing an actual face.
Do you think DeVoe can mind control Barry? I don't know. I mean, he's a thinker. I don't think he got mind control powers though, right? Can he control? He do mind control?
Hold on. I know I didn't see that.
See what? Am I tripping?
The Legion Legion what?
So those 4-day crossovers are technically a mini Justice League. Yeah. Cisco can't destroy universes. Yo, who is the new villain in Arrow? Like, how they gonna top Prometheus? It looks like an organization, but who is left? I don't know. That's a good question. Because, I mean, somebody out here rescuing people off that little charcoal island. Because it was so burnt up. I mean, in real life, it should have been, like, charred bodies all over the island. But I know they can't get that dark. They were just, like, passed out with a couple of brown scrapes on them.
So what the fuck happened to Hawkman and Hawkgirl? They off, you know what I'm saying, having Hawk babies or some shit. I don't know, man. They disappeared at the end of season 1. They ain't been seen in what, 2-3 years? But the thing is, Hawkgirl has to come back. She has to.
Do you think that this season of The Flash is going to be a matter of them finding out who the Thinker is and where to find him? Because they already know how to defeat him.
Nah.
I feel like once he realized that's his villain, then he'll probably maybe start having flashbacks of when he was in the Speed Force. Because when he didn't Salvatore mention that last time, like he hadn't got there yet. Like when he was mentioning the villains.
The cerebral inhibitor.
Yeah, so I mean, we know it's coming. It's just it's a matter of how they do it.
Yeah, because you know we gotta have those little filler episodes that are just bullshit that has nothing to do with the main story plot.
Nah, he not a part of Arrowverse.
Who?
Black Lightning. I just thought he was on another Earth. Nah, they said it when they announced the show that he wasn't gonna be a part of the Arrowverse.
What you mean if Arrow goes to season 7? Y'all really don't think that Arrow going to season 7?
Bro, I'm telling y'all right now, it don't matter how people feel about these shows. These are the shows doing numbers for the CW.
Like these shows ain't going.
Don't nobody watch CW for nothing but superhero shows now. That other stuff, yeah, it may get some views, but if it ain't like a supernatural type show, like Supernatural, or like what?
That's it. Like that's the
like
only
that's
other
what I'm
show.
saying. Like that's the only other show that's gonna get like a whole bunch of views because like they done moved the girl
Jane the Virgin
to Friday, so you already know you get put on Friday. So like, what
it's
that
a
mean?
wrap.
When they put you on Friday,
you got 2 seasons at most when you get put on Friday.
You gonna end up. You go to no. This how they do it. This how the CW be sleep. They put you on Friday through the full season, and then if you don't make a comeback, they put your ass in the summertime when don't nobody be watching, and that be it.
That's a wrap.
You get like 10 summer episodes, and then that's it.
Just ever pay attention when if like this is when you know a show finna end. When that shit hit a Friday night, it's a wrap. That's when I knew.
If they got bad ratings from season 3 and 4, but what about season 5 though? That don't matter. Like season 5 was the last season, and if it did the best, then of course they're gonna keep going.
Right.
And now you got more people watching it again because of how it went off last season. I ain't even disputing the Flash ratings. I ain't even worried about theirs. Now as far as Legends and Supergirl go, I don't know what kind of numbers they do, but for the most part, superhero shows makes up their numbers. So those shows aren't going anywhere unless they make a new superhero show that do better than some of the other ones where they can fade them out. They ain't going nowhere.
I mean, the whole shit, like that's their money right there. Look, they got what?
And
one,
they still
2?
recycle people. So, like, say for instance, they got rid of Supergirl. Eventually, she would just probably end up guest starring on like other stuff. Like if they did a crossover, they bring her in for the crossover.
Like the girl who played Lisa Snart, she had that show Frequency for like a year. Guess who coming back? She probably gonna come back as Lisa Snart on fucking Flash. Now that'll be an episode. Golden Glider versus Gypsy for Cisco. Tell me that shit wouldn't get ratings. Cisco got them guns, y'all. Golden Glider versus Gypsy. Tell me y'all wouldn't watch that.
With the new Arrow villain, I think what you said about it being Deathstroke's son would be likely. They've been mentioning him a ton lately. Yeah. That's true, but that dude that got off that plane looked like he was an old cat from the build in the back. But I could be wrong though. I don't know what the ninth circle is. I'm not a comic book person, so I don't know what that is. I want to see Wally have on the thinking cap like in the comics.
But it won't be Wally. Y'all gotta remember, Barry is the Flash. Like, it's gonna be Barry. And you know what? I think Jesse finna break up with Wally. I think Jesse finna break up with Wally so they can slide Linda on in there. And I'm waiting on that because I want Linda back. That shit would be perfect.
I don't know. They moved Arrow to Thursday and put it at a later slot so they could be more like
graphic.
Yeah, like when you come on at 8 o'clock, then it's like you could do more blood and guts and stuff like that. Like you could get away with more than being at 7.
Yeah.
Cause technically 7 is prime time, so kids still up, stuff like that.
Yeah.
8 is like a little later, so they can get away with more stuff. It don't necessarily mean that he's bad because they went to Thursday. Now, if they put him on Friday, that'll be a different story.
Yeah, I would have been nervous if
they put him on Friday, but they probably moved him to Thursday because Wednesday at 7, Empire moved up. So anybody in a Wednesday slot at 7 o'clock probably like fighting for ratings right now. So they probably was just smart to move him to Thursday.
And I'm kind of surprised that they put him at 8 because Scandal come on. But it is Scandal final season, so they probably feel like it's safe.
Season. Yeah, and then it's people that's watching it, but then it's people that DVR and watch later too. So Linda was the girl. What was her name when they had her metahuman come on there?
Oh, fuck it.
Like she was the one who Zoom was trying to send like another version of her over to do something, and then she worked at the newspaper place too, didn't it?
Yeah.
Like, she was the one who was working with Iris, and she dated Barry for a little while, and Iris was kind of jealous or whatever, and trying to act like she wanted. That's before Barry and Iris got together. Like, she liked Barry at first.
Yeah, that was season 1. And then she was there
in
season 2.
Like, in the comic books, Linda and Wally end up together. Like, they supposed to be together.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I want. Yeah, they could bring her on, like, put her in, like...
If you send it to me in an email, sure, John, I would love to.
Like, shit.
Wally is better with Linda.
Yeah.
Sarah cut that dude's throat right. I get what you're saying, but like it came on at 8 though. Like it come on at 8, and that's I'm like they done got a little darker too because they ain't used to do all. Like she fucked me up when she cut that, and I was like, is this for real? And then they showed them when they like she was just thinking it, but I'm like still that went far, and like some of the stuff they was saying, I'm just like, oh okay. CW not playing. They like them cheer need to be in the bed at 8. We trying to do what we gotta do.
Yeah.
They trying to get more adults, probably making sure adults are coming to watch. Like that's their money maker. So
yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do. Now
if
the Flash
like,
come on at 8.
Everything can't be PG. Like if you showing it to adults, like no.
I'd be nervous as fucking Flash came on at 8. I'd be like, oh shit, because the Flash is not.
Oh, I didn't think about that. But football season like don't always be on Thursday nights, and it depends on the game. So
yep. And they would just take Arrow and put it somewhere else. There's no breaks this year. There are no breaks. We get 9 episodes straight. So from now until winter break, that's it. Like we going straight to the crossover, the mid-season finale episode, all that. We going straight through, y'all.
I just want the Flash ring to be introduced. I want to see that too. That's probably gonna come later though, because if he just made the new suit this season, I don't think they'll do nothing else new to.
I think they get that nanotechnology later.
Yeah, now maybe after they defeat the Thinker, if like I don't know, like maybe something will trigger something, and maybe
I feel like some characters just shouldn't be in Legends. Like, I feel like I love Ray, but I feel like they be doing Ray wrong. I feel like Ray is a way better character than what they do on Legends. I'd be like, hold up, man, Ray too fucking smart. And like, this is what they could have did, right? Ray is a fucking genius, right? Nanotechnology, learn how to shrink himself to the size of an atom. They could have said, Cisco, I reached out to Ray. He didn't have to say shit about Felicity, Curtis. What the fuck? Felicity a fucking computer hacker. She knows computers. What the fuck does she know about the Speed Force? When did you start knowing shit about the Speed Force? When you start studying this shit? I know she's smart. She genius level intellect. Ray studied atoms.
Yeah, I think
he was the best person
eventually
to talk to about this.
Yeah, they put Dynasty on Wednesdays, but being honest, I don't think Dynasty gonna last long. I give Dynasty 2 seasons. And that's just because of the type of show it is. There's like an old ass show that they didn't read.
Get Mr. Terrific on Legends or Flash. I don't give a fuck. Just get him off. Just get him off Arrow, you mean? He exists on our Earth. Like he exists on Supergirl Earth. He exists on our Earth. Wayne, Wayne Queen merger in 2024. He alive. Flash Museum probably will come next season or later this season. I feel like season 5.
I keep forgetting he used to be Superman.
Who?
Ray. Didn't he used to be Superman?
Oh yeah, 2008.
That's somebody said when I see Ray, all I see is Superman. I be forgetting it.
Yeah.
Because they did the little reference during the crossover last time, right? Or something like that. They tried to be funny.
She looks like my cousin. I'm sure she does.
When do you think they're doing the Flash Museum?
I just answered that.
Do you think Breacher being on season 4? What do you think? Who is Breacher? What is it?
That's Gypsy Daddy.
Oh, okay. It's gonna be a thick episode.
Cisco not playing with him. Like that's the thing about Cisco.
Danny Trejo. That man cut up shit in every movie or video about him ever seen. He always violent, so I don't know. Bruh. It'll be nice, like, I know it's fucked up, but it'll be nice to see him and Cisco have like a little Breacher battle, like a little vibe battle. Like he don't think he good enough for his daughter, and then they just like some portals open up and they just, oh, you alright, my boy. That'll be funny because Cisco too, like.
What you mean Cisco better? Cisco always getting it, man. What you mean? Cisco's the Mac. Cisco is a Mac. Y'all better stop sleeping on Francisco. My boy Paco in this bit.
I want Alex and Sarah to meet. Who is Sarah?
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he'll become the director of.
Like Sarah on Legend. Sarah.
What about him?
Somebody said I want Alex and Sarah to meet.
They will. In the episode
if
8.
They doing a full crossover, so they probably. Why you want them to hook up? Is that what you're saying?
Is there any big Flash villain left besides Godspeed? Yeah.
What do y'all think about future Deathstroke on the show?
Golden Glider. Like, man, hold up, man. Y'all gonna stop sleeping on Cisco. Man wasn't the only one, you know what I'm saying, back in the goods. Cisco had chicks. Golden Glider. What was that other chick? Oh, I forgot. I even forgot about Hawkgirl.
What is it about Cisco power that makes him the most powerful?
He can shake the earth in half.
Bro, I'm like, he can destroy Earth.
He can stop Barry from running.
Sir.
He just choose not to do these things.
Right. He can do a lot. It's just we probably won't ever be able to see him do it. They probably even got Cisco powers in their budget.
Like we watched Castlevania.
What?
Seen it.
Oh yeah, we seen it. It was on the old channel, so
might just re-upload the videos because it's Netflix. You hated the season where Cisco kept blaming Barry for his brother's death.
I ain't like that part either when they was like mad because of the whole Flashpoint thing, but they eventually got over it. It took a minute, but yeah, it was kind of painful watching that over and over again. That attitude. Teen Titans CW show, but I ain't no telling when they gonna try to do that.
Fuck that. I'm waiting on Young Justice to come out.
Do you think Barry would be the next Black Flash? Would you prefer Wally on Legends because the Flash writer's been doing him wrong? I don't know. I feel like they gonna do something with him anyway though, because like now that Barry big, everybody focus on Barry. Ain't nobody thinking about Wally like that. It's sad to say, but you know.
I can't wait to season 5 when he get a new costume. Cause that whole Kid Flash shit gonna stop. Like they gonna make it stop because they call Jay Garrett the Flash. Barry's the Flash. They're not gonna call him Kid Flash forever.
We've been on him almost an hour.
But yeah.
Anybody have any more questions, y'all? Because we're gonna wrap this up somewhere.
But yeah, I always pay attention to the parallels of the show. Like Flash was doing callbacks to season one. Arrow did callbacks to season one. Like
Someone said the CW's budget went up for superhero shows because the other shows like Vampire Diaries ended. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it depends on how good the season do. Just like the last season of the originals was supposed to be eat, and I guess that season did so well that they bringing it back for like the last season, like the final season. Now they actually got a final season, so I like Wild Dog's new outfit. That shit was dope because I didn't know who that was at first. I was like,
honestly, when I first saw him, I was like, "What the fuck? How could they got Vigilante?" Then I looked again. It was him. I was like, "Oh shit, that shit was clean."
bruh, they out here shooting people for real. He had that big old shotgun or whatever that was. I was like, they out here doing that big old blood splatter that came from that man's side when he shot them. I'm like, oh okay, they really doing it up.
Like,
I want blue.
He got one of the best costumes I've seen on the shows. Period. Like, Wild Dog got a clean ass suit.
Wild Dog's outfit look more like Spartan than Spartans. Who do you think Vigilante is? I don't know.
How Cisco got his powers? What you mean? The particle
accelerator. Like everybody in that town that got powers got it from the particle accelerator. People just activate the shit at different times. Like
Mirror Master was in a mirror for 3 seasons. Remember?
Like some people's stuff just like
it take longer to manifest.
And then you gotta realize like the Flashpoint thing too. Like he in a different time than what we saw from the first one. Like these are still this a different timeline, right? Like
yeah, it's a different timeline, but he still got his powers at the same time. Flashpoint happened after that, but Cisco had his powers. They were just laying dormant.
Right.
And the Reverse Flash knew he thought he would have powers, but he wasn't sure. Like he did his test, but he didn't know for sure.
But that was just like the point I was trying to make was that like even with Caitlyn, like she probably had powers too. And like if there was no Flashpoint, it's just that she didn't have them right then at the same time. Like at some point they probably would have manifested.
Yes, what episode was that? Because I've said this before.
Talking about when she met Firestorm,
the new Firestorm, when she met Jax, right? On that episode, she hugged him. You can hear like this ice crackling, like she was warmed up. What the fuck? Okay, there we go. It was warm. She was warming up. You could hear her crackling a little bit. So, I believe her powers were starting to manifest. It's just Firestorm suppressed her powers.
I think the Vigilante is Dorian Chase. Who is Dorian? Now, we used to think that the Vigilante was the real Agent Chase because he had another name, right? Yeah. That wasn't his real name, was it?
No.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Like, he was using somebody else's identity.
So, it still might be
who the hell is Dorian Chase?
It might be the real Adrian. Make it through high school, attempt to make it through high school. Everybody's not your friend. Don't look for acceptance from anybody. Everybody is a poser.
Oh, they may use the actor from
and just live your life and be happy with who you are.
Instead of just brothers. I didn't know he had no brothers. So.
Be happy with who you are. No matter who you are, be happy with who you are. If you're weird, you like anime.
She probably left after
fucking like anime because there's other motherfuckers that like it.
She probably left after HR died. I mean, she wouldn't have stuck around.
She gonna be back on this season.
But I'm saying she wouldn't have just been there every day. Like she was still a part of the team after all this stuff happened. Vigilante is Diggle. Facts, really. Don't do my boy like that. My boy not evil. And how he Vigilante and they was all in the same room at one point. Dude. Like when Flash came and got them for the crossover or whatever, and they was fighting Vigilante.
He a speedster now?
Right. They was right there in the same room because he started throwing. Did he throw up or just get sick? Didn't he throw up on that episode when the Flash got him and took him like that?
He always throw up. Nah, we ain't getting Patty.
Justice League suit or Flash 4 season suit? What's the Justice League suit? Like the movie Justice League suit? That's what you mean? They just need to have a new roster area. No, I don't think so. I don't think they should have new people every season.
No, it's not gone. It's just that he's learned to cope with all the bad stuff that happened in his life. He's not weighed down by it. Now we're gonna see
I like
the Flash as we know the Flash, happy and all this shit. Like, he's not depressed by all this shit. Like, he's not weighed down. The weight of the world is not on his shoulders. Yeah, he has to be the Flash, but now he can smile. He can enjoy what he's doing. Yeah, something bad shit's gonna happen, but I have to move on from that shit.
I think he'll make Gideon in the show's lifetime if the show lasts long enough.
Yeah, he has to make Gideon. Without him making Gideon won't exist on Legends. So obviously we're gonna get Gideon sometime. Patty can't come back. What's the point of Patty coming back? Who's gonna be our love interest? What's she gonna do? She gonna play like a Cecile?
Somebody saying you the black version of Kevin Smith, bro. I'm done. I'm finna get off here, bro. That messed me all the way up. I'm just lollygagging through the comments. This shit's like, bro, you're like the black version of Kevin Smith.
I'm gonna get my jersey. I'm gonna pull a Kevin Smith.
Bro, I'm done with y'all. Y'all got my hair.
Go give me a whole closet of the same shirt with that shit.
I can't. I wonder if what else he be working on?
A lot of shit. I know. I hope he's supposed to be. I hope he does an episode this season on the Flash. The first episode I saw him do on, I knew who Kevin Smith was. I liked him. I didn't start following him on social media until the Flash episode he did in season 2.
Yes, X-Powder Thinker is the main.
The Runaway Dinosaur. When he did that episode, I was like, oh, this shit is the truth. As soon as he was done, I said, follow. I had to. I was like, that shit was great. I was like, he directed the fuck out of that episode. Yeah, I mean, the actors acted their ass off. I was like, man, this shit got me in my feelings. That episode was
I'm not sure, Snake, because, I don't know. All of a sudden, don't seem like he built for that.
Wait, is this... I know this is a dumb question, but who's Gideon? What?
Who is the...
Have you been watching The Flash?
The computer lady. She on Legends, on the
AI.
spaceship. Yeah. The one who, when they go in the time vault... Not the time... Is that what it's called?
Yeah. Season 1 on The Flash...
The one who show the paper and answer the questions. Like, she just the head. Like, that's it.
Well, she like their Zordon. She's big.
Bruh.
I bet you nobody else thought of that shit. Like, damn, she's like Zordon. I don't know. I've heard about Victor leaving, but I don't know. I'm like, it's got to be somebody. I'm like, unless they're gonna try to kill him off and put him in Jax's body so he's always Firestorm all the time. Like, maybe they'll figure out a way to do it. I don't ever
think they'll get rid of Killer Frost's powers. I think at some point she'll be able to fully control it and just be like Frost. Like
just like in the comics. Like, Caitlyn is Killer Frost full time. Like, maybe she'll be able to control it. Ooh, Ultra Instinct overpowered. Ultra Instinct is a technique. It's not a transformation. I'm gonna leave it at that. Ronnie is like, and this is the thing about Ronnie. We never saw Ronnie die. They said Ronnie dead. I'm like, did y'all bury him? I was thinking he got blasted and in somewhere. I'm just thinking he's in some other part of the multiverse. We just don't know where he is.
Because he got sucked up in the thing, right?
Yeah, he separated and boom, Martin fell to the ground. We got a whole multiverse out here. Where the fuck is he? He's probably somewhere over there. That's how I think of it. And I'm pretty sure that's what the writers thought of when they did it.
It's okay, Ashley.
No, he's not going back in time. I feel like this is what they'll do. I think the Speed Force will do this. And like, this will be acceptable. Y'all know how he used to ghost in season 1? He'll be running and like see himself. I think that's the Speed Force way of saying, hey, something's gonna happen and we need you to fix it. So we're allowing you to go back in time and course correct this shit. Fix this. But I feel like that's the only way he'll be able to run back in time. Opposed to April 25th, 2024, when he has to run back in time and save himself. But I think ghosting is the Speed Force way of saying, hey, go ahead, you can run back in time when the time calls for it, save everybody.
Senor Vok, that'll be like tight and weird at the same time. What do you think about rumors about legends traveling to the future to get Stein's grandchild to be Firestorm?
That would be weird.
It'll be weird, but that'll be cool too.
Yeah.
It'll be dope to see like his grandchild grown, but
fuck the Speed Force, man. You whatever. No, they're not taking a break. They're gonna get married. They get married this year. Savitar is dead. Savitar won't be born. What do you mean? Expower, like Savitar is done. Like there is no Savitar. Savitar won't be born because the conditions for him being born haven't been met. They won't be met. Iris is alive. The condition was Iris had to die.
If they make Barry and Iris take a break again, I'm gonna be pissed. I doubt it. They gonna do they love venting and therapy and be alright. He already quoting talking about we gonna need more diapers. I ain't taking no breaks.
Damn. You better run to the stove. I like the new suit. I'm like, it's that red. It's that shit look beautiful. Like,
I need them to get the Flash Museum up so they get some income because they about to have these cheers. They gonna.
What you mean? Barry's a millionaire. People forget that shit.
But look at all the stuff they be buying. What income they got coming in though? What income they got coming in? What they do at Star Labs that bring in income? Man. Oh, they do a lot. They just don't show it. That's what you're saying.
What I'm saying is, if you a millionaire.
I can see you being a millionaire, but like, okay, just like you got.
They ain't living no lavish lifestyle, like shit.
Bro, look at that suit that Cisco finna make. How much you think that costs?
First of all, they don't even need cars.
Right, but look at all that tech they got in Star Labs. They get fucked up every season, and they have to replace. They just have to replace all this.
Hold up, that's
and
what they
make
got.
A new suit.
Who you think they got this shit from? Harry helped them rebuild. Man, Harry, hey, I need some TVs. Harry, sir. Harry, help you, boy.
Harry gonna be like, sir, this is not for
you. He over there making money.
Man.
I'm just saying. Shit.
I really hope they make just a white slash gold Flash suit.
Godspeed theories. Oh man, when that Speed Force storm happened,
yeah, owning the building is one thing, but making a profit is something else. Shit, I can own this building I'm in and not make a profit off of it like the. Hey, y'all better think money. Did Thawne give him money? No.
Gave him all the things.
Oh boy, the evil Harrison Wells left everything to him. Remember?
But that's still Thawne.
Well, whoever shit. He was the evil Harrison. That's the way I look at him. That's who face he had on at the time.
No, Iris is not dying.
If she do, she'll be back. He ain't gonna.
Nah, man, if she get pregnant at the end of season 4, man, Joe gonna lose.
Bro.
No. Hell
My man's gonna be pulling all his hair out talking about twins. Bro. Y'all, we finna get out of here, y'all.
What if Barry stopped himself from becoming the Flash? He can't do that. He wouldn't do that. Now, season 1, 2, and 3, Barry, yes, I can see him doing that. But season 4, Barry, no, I can't see that shit at all. I can't see that. If they were going to do that, they could have did that season 1, 2, or 3. Now, being reborn, spending all that time in Speed Force, I can't see that.
Somebody said, what can the Tornado Twins do? Because I'm new to them.
Run fast like they dad.
I'm tripping at how you say you wreck and Ragman never coming back to Arrow.
Damn. I don't think so because they once they got rid of him, he never came back. Like,
I mean, it's.
But this is what y'all don't understand. Eobard Thawne hated Barry for years, but you have to remember he was stuck in this time for 15 years.
He grew on him.
He grew to love him. Yeah, he
just
hated
like
him.
the one that was the same one they had on Legends with Ray, right?
Yes.
Like if y'all watch Legends, and he was like he grew fond of his conversations with
Cisco
and
Caleb.
Kaylin. Like it's different if you come into a time period hating somebody versus having to be stuck with somebody all them years and getting to know them as a person versus I just thought my future was gonna turn out like this, so I'm gonna automatically hate you and come back and fuck up your life. You know what I'm saying? That's just like take Jay for example. I don't know you in real life, but because you type something a certain way, I'm be like, my vengeance is upon thee. You know what I'm saying? Versus if I ever met you and like, you know what I'm saying, we ever had like a hangout or get together or whatever, and I met you and got to know you, then I'll be like, oh, Jay cool. You know what I'm saying? He just mistyped on the keyboard. I'm just using it as like a dumbass example, but I'm just saying it's different. So when he finally beat him, like if there was the case of him leaving money, why confess to murdering the mama so that the dad can get out of jail? Like he did all of that. He confessed to everything and left everything to Barry.
He hated Barry because he wanted to be the Flash. And it's deeper than what most people believe. He wanted to be the Flash. He wanted to save everybody. He wanted to be the Flash. But then he learned the truth.
Luke Cage won't happen till after we finish Daredevil season 2.
And then he was from the future. He could have changed his future. He could have not even went to the past and been Barry's
probably enemy. Yeah, I'll tell him later on tonight.
Excuse me.
What if Barry became the Green Arrow and Oliver became Flash? The fuck? Is this supposed to be like a funny crossover thing?
That'd be a funny episode. I'd watch the fuck out of that.
Bro, I love to see Ollie run fast. He'll probably be like, the fuck? Like, he'll probably be looking like, sir, what is this? And trying to see Barry shoot arrows, bro.
The new Thawne comic origins that's sad makes me feel sorry for him now. I always felt sorry for him. But I'm
he's a product of his time.
But to me, for him to be a genius, he's really stupid. No, because think about it. You're from the future. This guy is from the past. Don't go to the past. That's all you had to do to change your future. You could have been the Flash in your time.
He basically made his future happen.
Exactly.
Like you saw that your future was the fact that you were gonna be a bad guy. Why would you go to the past and be a bad guy to make it like your future really happen? Like you just set your future in stone when you could have did something positive and became something else.
What are you talking about? X-Power, then Savitar best villain. What?
Will we see Barry reach his fastest speed anytime soon? I don't know, cause he fast as fuck now.
Okay.
Really, Supergirl versus Felicity, laser out that bitch. Why y'all be doing Felicity so wrong?
Man.
Well, we finna get out of here, y'all. We been on here almost an hour and a half, and your girl was trying to stream a little bit since it's right at 13, but we'll see. But y'all stay tuned for y'all alerts if y'all get any today. Let me see. Yeah, I still never got one of them. Just stay tuned. Look for us to be online if y'all don't get no alerts. I think he does know that beast. That's why he was trying to do the thing on the Legends where he got the what was the thing that they were trying to get? You know what I'm talking about, though, right?
Yeah,
thank you, Sheriff.
The
Spear of Destiny. Yeah, he was trying to rewrite it. That's why he was trying to rewrite it so the Flash dying wouldn't affect him. So now that he maybe can't do that anymore, then I don't know what his agenda would be from here on out. I mean, if he can't kill him, I'm still pretty sure he's just gonna make his life hell. So
I'm like, and that's the thing. He was trying to, like, that's what makes the story so crazy. Like, he was gonna go and kill him as a kid. Like,
Felicity better get finished this crossover. Why y'all keep wanting that girl to die? Bruh. So you just gonna stop watching Arrow if they get married? Just gonna jump out the window and be like, fuck.
What about Red Lightning? Red The fastest lightning is blue. What? What? No, it's not. The fastest lightning is white. No.
Ooh, okay.
What?
This man's on him. His question's trash.
What question? Where is this question?
He asked some. I don't know. He keep asking different stuff. So
I hate y'all. We finna get out of here. Y'all be wildin'.
yes, we gonna get out of here, y'all. Again, stay tuned to see if we gonna be back with some live stuff later. We'll but this is gonna be a weekly thing, so y'all make sure y'all tune in like every week after the shows come on that Friday, like midday sometime. We'll do a live to talk about the shows and answer any questions y'all may have if we can. So this is gonna start being a weekly thing. DCW talk.
Right. Y'all stay up. Y'all stay. I'm sorry, I'm looking at some of this stuff.
I see.
Y'all mean as fuck, yo. Y'all stay up. Y'all stay real. It's your man Trey.
And it's your girl Tasha.
Man, it's real. Y'all stay real. Don't forget, come back next Friday when we talk more DC.